All right, and we're back, guys. Mason Double OG here. Looks like we're part 7, I believe. So where did we leave off? So we left off. We're at the point now where we're finally getting to the point where we can actually start making our base a little bit more efficient. So far everything's been pretty much manually done. But what I would like to do is kind of set it up to where we can, kind of start taking some responsibility off of our duplicates. Them running around, transporting water and doing this and that, and is definitely way inefficient. So what we want to do, what I would like to do, is first upgrade our first quality of life and make it so they can use the restroom without any worries of having to do anything afterwards, like emptying the water tray, pumping water to fill it back up. Who wants to do all that, right? So that's going to be our first goal. So what we're going to do is we are going to run a power line, and we'll probably run it from here. Yeah, let's do this real quick. And so the first thing we need is a power line ran. So we're going to connect that power line. And then, so we're going to focus right here. So this will be our first one we're going to upgrade. And then we'll kind of slowly expand to the rest of it. So this may take some time. This is one of those, times where you have to kind of, put in a effort and, build up. All right, so we're going to run some pipe. Got to run that pipe. And we're going to bring it this way. Actually, you know what? How do I feel about that? I think what I want to do... Alright, I'm going to cancel that. Alright, run it that way. And... let's see here. Alright, we'll leave that for right now. Alright, so what we're going to do... First, we have to get the layout. So I'm going to destroy one in here and then one here. So just so you can see. And we can look at the overlay so we can see how the water is going to flow. So the water is going to get pumped from here using electricity. The water is going to pump from here, come down, and we have to pump clean water into the wash station, which was right here. And then we're going to have our restroom, which is now upgraded to here. So clean water goes in, dirty water goes out. Okay? So this is how we're going to do it. So we're going to bring in the clean water. It's going to come around like this and underneath. And then the dirty water is going to go up and around and then come down like this. I'm going to make it come like that. There we go. Alright, so that's the bad water. So we're going to do another wash example here. We're going to deconstruct that one just so we can see how everything is going to flow. And before I do a mass upgrade, I always do like a few, and because I don't want to shut everything down or else they won't have nowhere to go to the restroom. So you want to make sure that you do this in like a controlled phase, before you do it. Yeah, I think that looks good for right now. And it looks like we got some polluted water over here. So that's actually a good thing. So we got access to some polluted water. Alright, let's see here. And as you can see, they've been cleaning up the base just a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. Yeah. So they have been cleaning up, so that's good. Alright, good. Alright, so this is going to take some time because they have to lay the foundation. They got to lay this pipe. So we're just going to wait on that. We may need to expand our polluted water collection area. That may be getting kind of overran, but we'll see. We'll see. We may be okay. Alright, so they're almost done. Alright, so let's put one here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to see how this is going to flow. So that's going to go out, and then that is going to, we're going to make this come down here and drop right here. And plumbing, and so we're going to have a liquid valve, a liquid vent, and it's going to drip out. So all that polluted water is now going to drip out. So let's set that back up. And then we need the clean water, which is right here, to once again come down here. Yeah, we'll go down the steps, and then we're gonna have the clean water come in right there. All right, so that's our first one right there. So as you can see, we missed it, but the water did pump. So we'll see it when it pumps again once these are done, and you can see it move. So the water is now traveling. There we go. There we go. So it looks like everything is working. So we want to first make sure everything is working before we before we start destroying everything. And you can see the water's filled up. So that's our new wash basin. And I thought I told him to destroy that because we don't need that. So let's destroy that. There we go. Try to keep it a little clean. And then this will start to drip here. And so now you can see they're using the restroom with no problem. And now it's flushing. And now you can see the polluted water, which is now coming down. And now they don't have to worry about transporting that. So we're watching the polluted water move through the pipe. And then you'll see it drip out right here. See? There we go. Alright, so now that we know that it works, so now we can go ahead and destroy everything else. So we'll get rid of all these old buildings. We'll just do them all at one time. Because as long as we still have our original over here, so we can go ahead and decommission this entire thing. And we'll probably decommission these after we get everything over there. So they're going to decommission that. Alright, and then we're going to put there's a restroom here, a sink, and a sink. And now we connect the pipe. So that goes there, that goes there, that goes here, that goes here, that goes here, and that goes there. And we're done. So now they just need to build that. So let's go over here, see what we got. Let's see, this is an omelet. Destructive vomiter, nope. So we'll take the omelet. We don't need any more duplicates right now. We're just now finally getting ahead, so we don't need any setbacks. And they still got to build all that stuff. And then we'll come over here and try to get this working as well. So let's see here. So I'm going to go ahead and build this this bridge connector, because I think I'm going to bridge this in and have the polluted water from here come right here. I think I decided I'm going to put it right there. Alright, so it looks like that's working. Now we just need to fix the arrows. There we go. Alright. Oh, and we need to put a pipe here. Oh, there we go. Alright, there we go. So I forgot to put the pipe. So you want to make sure you watch that where you got your pipes. Alright, so we got our first restrooms fully upgraded. So now they're going to definitely want to go here instead of in the other area. So everything is looking a lot better. And so we're going to go ahead and do the same thing here. We're going to go ahead and deconstruct 2. Because I don't want to bring the whole thing down while they have to rebuild it. I still want to make sure they're able to wash their hands. And then we're going to bring some clean water down from here. And then we're going to destroy this one. So like I said, this takes a little bit of time because you want to make sure you do it right. You don't want to just do it abruptly. You want to make sure it's a smooth transition over, from your original way to now. Alright, so I actually didn't mean to destroy both of those, but as long as we have one up, we should be okay. It's not going to disrupt too much. And let's see, this was a wash sink. So we're going to make sure we do the same thing, get that working. So the pipe is going to go like this. And so we're going to put another pipe here. So in, out, come through, and then in, like that. And that should complete our piping network for our hand sanitation and restrooms. Alright, so alright, and let's get that, and that. Alright, so far so good. Slowly upgrading. Everything's going pretty smooth. We didn't run into any problems. It's really important how you upgrade your base, at a slow rate, to make sure you don't disrupt, how your infrastructure or how you already had everything set up. So right now we're just slowly upgrading our infrastructure. And you want to make sure you upgrade everything so that way you can take advantage of it running properly. Alright, so we're going to put that there. And since we have a fully automated restroom up, I can afford to just go ahead and take all this down. There we go. So now our water situation is running really, really nice. So now we're going to go ahead and destruct all this here, because we don't need that anymore. So we'll go ahead and destruct all that. So we just did a huge upgrade, and you see these 2 restrooms right here are enough to keep everything moving. So really, we could decommission this actually, and they could probably run off of just those 2 restrooms. But I don't like to do that because if something happens with our water, then I want to make sure I have extra restrooms that have water reservoirs just in case. And our polluted water is filling up, so I'm going to go ahead and have a duplicate come down here and build and expand this out. I really hate for them to go in that stuff, but it's got to happen because we need that extra room. Sorry about that, guys. So wash yourself off. There you go. There you go. Good job. Alright, let's deconstruct that. And they haven't gotten those built yet. And that's why you can't build too fast, because they may be too busy to rebuild it. So if you tear it down and then they don't have time to rebuild it, then you might just mess yourself up. And that's why you want to have multiple stations, so that way you can catch everybody as they're going through it. Okay, so it looks like we're running into an oxygen problem again. We have a very bad oxygen problem. Okay, so don't know what happened, so we're going to have to switch over to an actual oxygen diffuser. Alright, and that brings us to the conclusion of part 7 of our Let's Play. So I'm going to see if we can get to 10 more, and then we'll probably end up taking a break, and then we'll come back. I'll come back and we'll finish playing so you can pick it back up. Alright, thank you again, Mason Double OG. See you back in the next one. Peace.